Good morning. We're going to call the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me for a prayer. Heavenly Father, we beseech your divine guidance in this meeting. Keep us ever mindful of our obligation. Grant us, dear Lord, wisdom, tolerance, and courage that we may well serve our county and fulfill our trust. Amen.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes from the July 8th meeting.
Second the motion.
Motion second. Any comments, additions, modifications? Roll call, please.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes. Next up, we have public comment regarding any pending resolutions. Is there any public comment regarding pending resolutions? Seeing none, we move on to the resolutions. First up, Jeremy Cinco, sanitary engineer. Morning, Jeremy.
Morning. It's odd being the first one up here.
Yeah.
One resolution for consideration today, and that's authorizing change order number 2 for the advanced metering infrastructure project.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Motion second. Discussion. Roll call.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Next up, Denise Testa is here from planning.
All right, good morning. I just have one resolution authorizing change order number 1 for PY 24 CDBG project in the village of Lodi for a sidewalk replacement and installation project.
I will make a motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Motion second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Denise. Next up, Holly Mirren from HR. Just in time.
Good morning.
Good morning.
On our personnel resolution today, we have 6 rate increases, 3 in sanitary, 1 at senior and adult services, 2 in building, 1 promotion in sanitary, 3 return from leaves, 1 at job and family services, and 2 in transit, 4 resignations, 1 in maintenance, 1 in sanitary, 1 at county home, and 1 at dog shelter, and 1 probationary removal and maintenance.
I will make a motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Motion second. Discussion. Roll call.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Holly.
Thank you.
And last, we have Brett Thomas from Finance.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good
morning, Brett.
This is like the fastest meeting ever.
Don't jinx it.
Right? And I only have 8 resolutions today. It's not even the me show today. All right. The first one of these is revenue adjustments for various funds. This is actually for the Medina County home residents for their monthly allowance in the amount of $7,402. Our second resolution is cash transfer for various funds. This is actually coming out of our subsidies account from the general fund over to deal with the Tyler Courts project. We will probably see some reimbursement from this back to the general fund through the various courts funds, but Matt has been working very diligently to try and handle some elements to move the Tyler Courts project forward, and so we're going through and starting to settle up some of those old bills finally as we get some things actually moving forward. Our third resolution is cash transfer for the county home levy fund. That's in the amount of $338,188.09 for the second quarter. Our fourth resolution is the transfer for the vehicle maintenance fund. That's in the amount of $58,548.48 this month. A lot of vehicles getting fixed up. Our fifth resolution is the acceptance of the OCJS Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Grant for 2024 for the Drug Task Force. This grant is in the amount of $33,322.06 and covers the period of January 25 through December 25, despite being named 24. Our sixth resolution is the pre-award conditions for the 2025 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Grant, but this one is for the Sheriff's Office, and that will take place for next year upon your acceptance. Our seventh resolution is expenses of county officials. We only have 2 travel requests this week. One of them is really more of an education request from the Sheriff's Office for sending 2 new recruits to the Police Academy. And finally, our 8th resolution is our weekly bills in the amount of $2,038,346.83.
I'll make a motion to approve the 8 resolutions.
Second the motion.
Motion second, any discussion? Roll call.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, Brett. Moving on to department updates. We have Richard Nelson from the building department. Morning, Richard.
Good morning, how's
Good morning.
everybody?
Good.
Building Department report for June. The combined value of all constructions down quite a bit, down 38% from June last year, especially commercial. 17 million last June and not even 1 million this June. It's a pretty
Wow.
amazing change. But yet, the year-to-date's only down 15%. So that's kind of amazing. But more amazing is the new home price for June, up to $492,000, which brings the average year-to-date up to 436. Really expensive.
Wow.
29 new home starts for June, so a bit below average. Just a little. And moving on to page 2, our monthly receipts down about 5.5%. And our year-to-date down about the same, 5.5%. Pages 4 and 5 are residential permits by townships and villages. And page 5 is commercial permits, also by townships and villages. And the last page shows the commercial work, the 8 commercial permits that were issued. Other than that, we're happy to report that we've finally got an electrical inspector that we're adding on. Hopefully he'll be able to start here in a couple of weeks. I don't think we've heard back from his from the testing yet, but that'll be very good because we've been struggling without having enough inspectors for the electric. It's been putting a damper on our operation.
Sure.
And our review times have slipped out a little bit. Residential's 5-6 days, and commercial's almost 30. But we'll get it back in shape here pretty quick, I think. And that's all I have.
Questions?
I appreciate you sending that letter I requested. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We heard back from him,
Oh,
and he has made application to zoning
good.
to have a residence there.
Okay, good.
And so I don't know when he made that application, but he's talked to the zoning inspector quite a bit.
Good. Thank you.
So I think that'll be all right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Bethany Dentler from MCEDC.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're halfway through the year already, and while Richard is right, we are a little bit behind where we were last year this time. I think we're still seeing a traditionally healthy amount of economic development activity. Countywide, we've seen over $110 million of new capital investments announced as committed investments. And as I remind you each time, we define that as including new machinery and equipment investments as well as new real property or renovation investments. These projects have committed to the creation of nearly 250 new jobs in Medina County with $8 million in new annual payroll anticipated. We've celebrated a number of company ribbon cuttings this spring, including a new corporate office for Coro Seal in Granger Township. They're bringing nearly 100 new jobs. A new senior living community in Seville. We've had Market 42 in Brunswick and Meyer in Medina, which received a $500,000 brownfield grant through the Port Authority. Looking ahead to the rest of the summer and into the fall, we have multiple projects in the pipeline, some of which will begin in construction soon, some of which are under construction. We expect to close another tens of millions of new dollars in capital investments before the end of the year. As an update to our business outreach efforts, we've met with 130 business executives so far this year. The trend that I shared with you in the first quarter regarding a slowdown in growth is still there, but in recent weeks we're hearing a bit more optimism about the future. Companies are beginning to see an increase in orders. I believe it's probably because there's more certainty in the economy. They've kind of taken the tariff war into account. The federal budget has kind of been settled, and they can kind of work with what they know. Businesses, particularly serving the telecom and data industries, are booming. There's an explosive need for new data centers with AI applications and cloud data, everything being in the server. That has really helped a number of our companies to be very strong. One other trend that we're seeing that's impacting Medina County includes bank consolidations. West Banco has taken over People's Bank. First Financial is buying Westfield Bank. And just announced was the purchase of Spencer's Farmers Savings Bank by Civista Bank. So that was in Cranes yesterday, I believe. Why is this all happening? I think there's a easing of new federal regulations around bank mergers. It's making it easier. And community banks are also pursuing consolidations themselves to deal with the rising cost of digital platforms. Everybody wants to be online, and so that's an expensive proposition. So they're looking for new capital sources. Overall, I think that the consolidations do bring additional financial depth to Medina County, but we'll be working with the new bank owners and their representatives to ensure that we still have the same continued high level of service to our businesses and residences. Moving on to workforce, unemployment rates continue to stay relatively low in Medina County. As of this May, Medina County's unemployment rate is 4.1%. Now, that is the highest May unemployment rate since 2021, but Medina County continues to be ranked with the 15 Ohio counties with the lowest unemployment rates in the state. Our 4.1% rate is still below the 4.7 average unemployment rate in the state of Ohio. In Medina County, we currently have 99,200 people in the labor force, and the latest report shows that 4,100 people are seeking work. So it's kind of actually nice to see that, because it means that the companies looking for workers have a better chance of actually finding employees. A couple of other updates in our workforce development support programming. Our Medina County manufacturing partnership helped to support our teacher boot camp. We had grant funding from the state of Ohio, which helped us to pay for a week-long teacher boot camp at the beginning of June. We had 11 teachers from throughout the county receive free graduate credit from Ashland University to provide continuing education for their recertification requirements. Roger Wright, you recall him from the Four Cities Compact, served as our adjunct, and he led the teachers on 10 plant tours during the first week of June that our office organized. I think it was a very eye-opening event for our teachers. They're now creating lesson plans that are based in their real-world learning. We're hoping to schedule a program for our members later this year so we can hear directly from the teachers about the importance of connecting educators to the business community. Our pre-apprenticeship program, we finished the school year with 327 students having gone through the program. That is a record. I think last year we were thrilled to get to 150. And I think the schools are realizing the value of the program. Some of the schools have offered it to the entire senior class or junior class. One district had all of their financial literacy classes take the program. Most others were referred through their guidance counselors. Many of the students, as we've reported before, would otherwise not have graduated if it not had been for this program. We're now in the fourth year, and our total number of participants is 630. That's a tremendous number of graduates now in the local workforce with a diploma, and so I have to credit Jake Altman and Will Coran for helping to make this past year such a success. Our career coach program, Mitchell Bemke met with over 250 Medina County high school students this past year for one-on-one career coaching sessions. He's now working with the school districts to plan career fairs for next year. Mitchell also organized our County Forward Fund's Work Scholarship Program. We were able to award $20,000 to 20 high school graduates who are now in the county workforce. That $1,000 scholarship that they each received will help them kickstart their careers. Quick update on the County Forward Fund. I'm pleased to share that the board has elected another new board member, Carrie Frame, who is the Chief Operating Officer at Velzer Profile. Carrie and Velzer have been outstanding partners in helping us to build business relationships with our local school districts. They've helped to organize a new Scouting Explorers post in advanced manufacturing and engineering in the Liverpool Industrial Park. That benefits students mostly from Buckeye High School, but some from Brunswick as well, I believe. They just wrapped up their first year. They had 4 different companies participating in that, so that's a great program, and we're pleased to have Carrie's expertise in that, our County Forward Fund board. A few other updates. The Medina County Land Bank, we are finalizing the grant agreements for 6 Welcome Home Ohio projects that we awarded to Habitat for Humanity of Medina County. We're meeting again on August 4th to finalize an additional award. And I believe the state budget did account for some new funding and some new programming for Welcome Home Ohio. So we'll have to see if we want to apply for that again. The Port Authority met last week, has approved legal documents to facilitate the transfer of property from Wadsworth City Schools to the new developer of the Central Intermediate School, who plans to renovate it for mixed uses that include a concert venue and offices. That sale should close in August. The Port Authority was also informed by the Ohio Department of Development that our application for a $2.4 million grant through the Brownfields program was awarded for the redevelopment of the Brickyard property in Wadsworth. They'll be building some new community recreation facilities. We're still awaiting that grant agreement from the state, and we'll be working with Tom in Wadsworth to help administer that grant. We're also still waiting on the Ohio Department of Development for the reimbursement that we submitted for in December of last year for the very first round of grants. So we're continuing to stay on top of them. I know they've had their hands full, I think, probably with budget season, but we're hoping to get that closed soon. Thank you for those of you who were able to join us for our summer social event in Westfield Township. We had a record turnout for that event. We were able to honor the recipients of the County Forward Fund Work Scholarships, and we were happy that many of the graduates brought their parents, girlfriends, etc., to see them celebrated. Looking ahead to the end of summer, I can't believe it's, we're having to do that already, but please save the date of Friday, October 3rd on your calendars. This will be our annual celebration of manufacturers in Medina County for our Made in Medina County Day plant tours. As soon as we have that schedule available, we'll be sending out a notice with the link for everyone to sign up for specific tours. So that's always a great event. Any questions?
I did appreciate the presentations on last Tuesday. What was striking to me was the age diversity. You think about even for some of the people who are completing like kind of the alternative paths through there, that they would be maybe a younger age demographic, but mid-20s and things like that. And it's great to see, because those people have a very long career now in their identified field that I think maybe is a better fit for them. So it really is an impactful program, and it's good to kind of see the beneficiaries of it.
Yeah, we reached out specifically to the adult HVAC program at the Career Center this year, and the adults, could be any adult, any graduate, but these are folks who'd been out of high school for a while, but we're continuing to pursue that education, and we thought they deserve to be recognized as well. Those HVAC graduates, plumbers, they're going to do well.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are. That's great.
Yeah. And then you had mentioned the I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Well, you mentioned the teacher boot camp. If you're seeking anybody to speak on that, I've got an inside track with somebody I could secure
I do
for you.
too, Aaron.
Okay, yeah. So that's right. We both had, yeah. So, but my wife went through that. She really appreciated. It was an eye-opening experience for her as an art teacher who does some STEAM classwork as well. Just seeing some of the opportunities, both with your office and the way that local employers are really out there seeking to be noticed by students, and I think that really woke her up.
I saw a copy of her presentation, her lesson plan, and it was very artistic. It was beautifully done, of course.
Well, it was going to be that, one way or another.
Very good.
So, anything else?
Super. No. Okay.
Great.
Great, thank
Thanks.
Great job.
Oh, and do you mind sticking around for the discussion session? Great. And I don't think we have BOE here, so we'll move on to public comment. Is there any public comment? Stan, anything? No? Discussion session. Jeremy, do you have?
I had recently sent an email about the advanced metering infrastructure opt-out program. Just wanted to kind of discuss. I had thrown out a month or a per billing cycle fee of $40 per billing cycle, and that would cover the cost of our employee driving out to a home to manually get their read come back imported into the system for billing purposes. Just wanted to see if that was reasonable with everyone, and if so, I can get resolution to amend our fees and charges resolution to add that charge to, if that seems
So
reasonable.
basically, if they want to opt out of that AMI, they basically just have to let us know, and then it would be added on their each bill.
Yeah, they'd fill out that
Okay,
application.
Because we're
Yep.
literally having to send somebody out just to read their meter.
Yeah, the whole point of the AMI is that we can read
Right.
meters from antenna on,
Okay.
on water towers. But
I think
yeah.
it's a reasonable charge, given the amount of time and effort it's going to require
I do
to
too, and
to
I
do that.
actually, I think maybe some people would reconsider.
Yeah, maybe, depending on why, the reason that they're
Right.
wanting to opt out.
Right.
And I know we've done everything we can to educate them about that this is, that their privacy is still protected.
Correct.
That there's no way that anybody's going to be able to come in through the back door and undo all their internet devices. I mean,
No.
it's not the way it operates. And,
Nope.
but if they want that, if you want, a sense, option, then that's what's available to them.
And are you going to communicate with the folks who've reached out? Because I know there are a
Yep.
couple people who've already reached out on
One
that. We didn't
one
have
of those
answers.
individuals is okay with staying on the AMI.
Gotcha.
There is another property owner that wishes to opt out, so
Yep.
I'll once
Okay.
I can get that form over to them.
And then there's a hardware change out too, right?
Potentially.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
if applicable, if
Yeah.
we need to change it out, there, we just wanted to identify that it
Yep.
may need.
But if there's the hardware change out, then that would be at the cost, at whatever our cost of the equipment is.
Correct.
So there's
Just equipment cost.
labor cost there. I think that's appropriate too, because I think you kind of capitalize that labor over the monthly payment.
The billing cycle charge, yeah.
So-
And this form has been worked through the prosecutor's office on the form, so they are
Good.
good with it. So.
Great,
Yeah,
I say we go
Perfect.
forward.
I think it's appropriate to give people the option, and I think passing the additional labor through is also appropriate.
I just
So-
wonder how many other public utilities out there actually provide that as an option.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad
we're
I'm
the
glad
right
we
size.
do.
I'm
Right,
glad we do.
right. I'm
Yeah.
glad we can.
But the cost, considering not just labor, but mileage and gasoline
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything,
Oh, yeah,
it's
of course.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Alright,
Well, I'll
sounds
get that
good.
for next week then.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jeremy.
Thank you for doing that.
Are you here for executive? Okay. Brett, yeah. John, anything? No?
I just have two things. A survey recently went out from the company that is handling our fair master policy project. There was some concern on some people that that it was junk mail. I got junk email. So please pay attention if you are receiving a survey regarding our Medina County Fair. We appreciate all people that take the time to complete this survey, because the information will be really, really valuable. Denise Testa is going to attempt to resend it out to most entities with a tagline that says "Attention Medina County Fairgoers," so that maybe you pay attention to it a little more. We understand people get a lot of surveys and a lot of emails from various different companies, and we just want to make sure that people know that it is out there in the world in email form to thousands and thousands of people. So we are hoping to get a lot of responses. Second, this Saturday, July 19th, is Hinckley Township's bicentennial. There will be a parade that starts at 11:15, and then there will be opening ceremonies immediately following the parade for the bicentennial, and then festivities the entire day. And at the end of the evening, there will be some fireworks. So the committee has planned for several years for this event, so anybody who's looking for something wonderful to do, please know that this Saturday is Hinckley's bicentennial.
Great.
Great.
Steve?
Just to let you know that Denise and matter, continue to work on, we're working on the RFP for the developers, the subdivision regulations and developer agreement consultant, and then be, within the next week or two, producing that.
Great.
Okay,
Good to know.
that's it.
And then I just want to follow up. Excuse me. Last week I'd mentioned about the NOACA funds for things related to the implementation of the climate action plan. I asked Bethany to stick around. We had a meeting last week with community energy advisors, and they're working on a couple of different potential programs that could be a way to make use of those funds. So it does appear that we would have the ability to use those funds. One of the things related to a potential community solar project, that one may be, well, in terms of cost, that one goes well beyond the funding source we have, but maybe do some preliminary things around that. And then the other one we talked about was just collecting some additional updated current data for Medina County in terms of emissions and things along those lines. So one of those two programs, I think we're going to have, I don't know if we've seen anything back from them yet, but
I haven't seen anything yet, but I'll be going through the plan to make sure that what we have in mind would fit into the scope of the grant. So once I have the chance to talk to someone from NOACA, I'll have a better idea of what they're expecting in terms of
Great.
the agreement.
so I asked Bethany to stick around because with your consent, we'll have them be the grant administrator for those funds. Sure. Sub-grant recipient, I guess, is the technical terminology. And then we'll have further discussion, I think, with community energy advisors to get that kicked off. And we just had a deadline of this Friday to make it known that we intend to utilize the funds. So unless there's any objections to that, I think that'll be
Not at
the
all.
path we go. So that's all I have. Entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to go into executive session to discuss an eminent court action and pending court action.
Second the motion.
Motion, second, roll call, please.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week.
I don't know why